Megan from Manifesting Me. Thank you so much for joining me. I write, talk about, and teach manifesting. I also have a book available for sale on Amazon.com called The Pocket Guide to Manifesting. I do one-on-one custom manifesting sessions, and there's more information in the description box of this video if you're interested. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other people in our community find it, and subscribe if you want to know when new videos are posted. So I'm going to talk today about what happens when we are called to take a rest, to not be out there pushing our energy into the universe, but instead when we feel like we just need to get quiet, pull our energy in or back, away from people or away from things, whatever it looks like for any of us. I think sometimes there's a misunderstanding with what it means to just honor and be in flow with what we're feeling, especially when we are feeling nothing. So that's where I found myself probably starting the end of August right up until now. I had all of these thoughts in my mind about things I wanted to accomplish. I tend to be somebody who is more of a go, go, go energy person. I usually have a pretty long to-do list of things I want to accomplish. And what happened was I felt almost like my energy just not stopped, but like the things I would normally do, I just didn't have that forward momentum with them. I wasn't feeling motivated. That's a great word to use. Simply, it was a lack of motivation to do all the stuff that I thought I should do. Anybody who has been studying any sort of personal development knows the should word is, verboten, uh, something that we try to stay away from because it keeps us locked into things that maybe aren't right for us. But that said, when we feel like our energy is just asking us to step back and be a little quieter, maybe be more reflective, when our bodies physically lack energy and we're feeling, maybe like we want to sleep more, or we just don't want to, maybe we don't want to be around people where normally we would be pretty social. Or maybe it's that instead of doing 10 projects in a week, we have the energy for one project and being okay with that. There is something to be said about allowing ourselves to flow with whatever we're feeling in a moment and honoring our energy use along those lines. So I had every intention that I was going to have a couple new videos up the beginning of September for this channel, and I was going to be doing, just a bunch of other things, recording a course on manifesting and getting that done, and all that I felt within me was this urge to not do any of it. And I had to fight through what my brain was saying because there was the fear that was playing on a loop of, uh-oh, if you don't record a video a week, you're going to lose people. People aren't going to want to watch you anymore, blah, blah, blah. And when we come back to realizing that we are the masters, we are the powerful creators that we are, that point is only true for me if I believe it. And so I had to go and question, do I really think that's true? And when I stopped and asked myself that question, I was like, no, that's just some hogwash that somebody else maybe said at some point that I was listening to, and it just kind of sunk into my crevices. And part of me believed it, but there's another part that said, no, come on. Listen, when you have content that people want, you could post a video once every couple months, doesn't matter. In other words, there's no formula that guarantees success in any industry, no matter what you do for a living, no matter who you are. There is no formula. There are, again, the well-meaning opinions of others. If we respect those people and we want to listen to and believe those opinions that other people have shared, great. If that feels good to us and we want to make it our own belief, terrific. And then we're going to start vibrating in that manner and drawing those things to us that are a match for that frequency that we're vibrating at. We can always, however, push back and say, you know what, I'm not so sure that that's true. And I think I want to I want to have my own opinion. And I did a video about how we're all the expert. A lot of times we put our power in somebody else's hands by saying, "Oh, well, I'm going to a teacher who taught me to do something a certain way, and because they are who they are, they must know." When maybe some part of us inside says, I don't know, that stuff that I was hearing didn't quite resonate, or what I was taught, some of it resonated and some of it didn't. We are all the expert. Each of us is the expert of our own lives and our own best manifesting. And my simplest advice for everyone is go by how it feels. Good feels good, bad feels bad. If it is good for us, we will feel in resonance with it. There will be some part of us inside of us that will say yes, yes. And if it's not right for us, we might find ourselves metaphorically cocking our head to the side and going, I'm not so sure. Something doesn't jive there. That's okay. It doesn't have to. What works for some people might not work for others. That sounds really simplistic, perhaps, but a lot of us, I think, get away from it because we tend to get wrapped up in the masses, that herd mentality. Well, all of these people over here say it. Yeah, well, all of those people can say it. And if it's true for them and they believe it, that's wonderful, terrific. It doesn't have to be true for us. Parts of it can be true and other parts might not be true, but each of us gets to be our own expert. So, all that is to say, if you find yourself at any point in life, in any area of life, feeling like I really just need to pull my energy in and get quiet and not do the things I typically do. And for me, I didn't know why that was happening over the past few weeks because I do tend to have a very go, go, go energy and like to get a lot of things done. So when my energy pulls in, it can be a little bit confusing for me. I was joking in a group that I attended last week of metaphysically minded people, and I said the only thing that I've been wanting to do over the past few weeks is plant grass seed in my yard, and grass is in green grass, not the other kind of grass. Water it and watch it grow. That's been my motivation. It's been simple, easy, but it's almost been meditative for me, and that's what's gotten me, I guess, what's been driving me, as opposed to all of the other things on my to-do list, which right now I just have to push to the side. And I think what happens when another way to talk about this, some people will call it being in flow. And when we are in flow, we are honoring how we feel. We wake up in the morning, we check in with how we feel. What feels good to me right now in this moment? It's not necessarily, how do I think I'm going to feel all day long? Because I'll tell you, I have the steepest aspirations some morning when I wake up thinking that I'm going to get a to-do list this long done. And then I get to an hour into my day and realize, oh, the only thing that I have energy or desire to do today is pick up a hose, go outside, and water my grass. That's it. And being in flow is honoring that. And when we honor the flow and we honor what we're feeling, we have a better chance to be directing our energy in healthy ways. The other thing I'll say, kind of the opposite, when we try to force things, it's forcing a square peg into a round hole, and the results can end up being a little bit choppy and we're bumpy and we're like, gosh, why isn't this working? And why didn't this turn out the way that I wanted to? So by just allowing ourselves to get into flow with wherever we are, and if that is just being quiet for a day, a week, a month, so be it. And I think our souls know what we need and will bring us to the exact point we need to be at for our next big emergence and our next big hurrah, whatever we're meant to accomplish, but honoring those quiet times. My messages around this and what's kind of brought me to this point now where I thought, okay, now it's time to record a video. Now it's time to start pushing my energy out and getting some of those other projects that I thought I was going to get done the end of August. I'm going to get them done now because I can feel the energy. It's building up. But the symbolism that the universe put in my path was monarch butterflies. Our yard at the end of August was full of monarchs. And when I say full, we had 12 to 15 at any given time. That beautiful transformation that happens when the caterpillar goes into its cocoon and is there for 10 to 14 days quiet. It's quiet, it's withdrawn from the world, from its form, and its molecules rearrange themselves while it's in that quiet space. And then 10 to 14 days later, emerges as a completely new creature. It fascinates me. And the symbolism, I was just so tuned into it, um, given the fact that I felt like I've been in my own cocoon, my own chrysalis for the past 4 weeks. So I'll leave it there. I hope all of you are doing well, and I hope your manifesting is going miraculously. There's magic to be had everywhere. Thank you so much for being here. Again, if you like the video, I encourage you to give it a thumbs up because it does help other people in our community find it. Until next time, happy manifesting. Take care. Bye-bye.